What's up, guys? The Canes finish a brutal stretch of hockey. We've gotten 7 points in our last 9 games, so that's good. Andrei Svechnikov, a 5-game point streak. That's good. Jordan Staal and Eric Staal. The week of Staals has been mostly good, but there's been some annoying things, especially today's game. We outshot the Ducks 37-20 and lost in overtime. And Pyotr Kochetkov is honestly boom or bust. And right now, especially today's game, it felt like a bust. But we were able to scrap and claw and grab a point, falling behind 2-0. The second goal that Pyotr gave up was on the short side, a weird one by Gauthier, and then a really soft 5-hole goal in the overtime period, even though there was a bad turnover by Aho. NHL goalie's got to stop that one, but that's the reality of Pyotr Kochetkov, I think, is boom or bust, because he was fantastic against the Maple Leafs. After we fell behind 2-0, giving up 3 breakaways, he was able to stop a lot to keep it 2-0 and let us get back in the game. And Jordan Staal, hat trick. Absolutely fantastic. So we come back in that one 6-3. And then Tokarski gets his first Carolina Hurricane shutout on 15 shots, 27 blocks. Guys were paying the price big time. I thought Jordan Martinook broke his hand or something, but he didn't, thankfully. On the last rush by Vancouver, Andrei Svechnikov is definitely on a heater, and he's been playing more like a power forward. Awesome to win 2-0 there and kind of dominate and blocking shots, and the want-to was definitely there defensively in that game, and we were dominant in the game today. It just, 2 goals that you probably want back, and Dossel was standing on his head, especially the one against Natchez early on in the ball game, and early on in the period kind of set this home. But again, we're chasing games, and we've done a good job of coming back, but you don't like to chase a lot of hockey games, and we've had to a lot lately. So getting as many points and coming back as much as we have is a good quality, but can't wait to see if Frederik Andersen can stabilize the first goalie position, take a little pressure off Pyotr. But Dustin Tokarski has definitely been awesome in his starts and has done his job admirably and absolutely awesome. But again, Pyotr's Pyotr. You just need him to calm and be more quiet, as they've said. And I think that when the goalie coach emphasizes that, when Tripp emphasizes that, when Mike emphasizes that on the broadcast, that's when you see Pyotr at his best. And I'm not saying that he didn't make some great saves today to allow us to get that game-tying goal with Jarvis with 55 seconds to go, because he did. It could have been a lot worse, and we couldn't have got a point. You just want more consistency in the goals that you should stop, and of course a few magical saves in there. But just the more consistency would be nice. And I mean, that's just kind of been the mark of the Canes season, because you feel like you deserved a point in the Tampa game. You played a heck of a third period, but you lose 3 consecutive defensive zone draws if you're Jordan Staal, and Braden Point gets to the slot and doesn't miss on that one with 51 seconds to go. It's kind of a kick in the pants. But then you got the back-to-back wins against Toronto Maple Leafs, even though you don't like going down 2-0, and it could have been 4 or 5-0 had it not been for Pyotr. And those goals were not on Pyotr. It was just a gosh awful start But we were able to rebound there, and Jordan Staal hat trick, absolutely amazing. And then the Vancouver, just clinical hockey, Carolina Hurricanes hockey to a T. And then Eric Stahl's jersey number retirement was absolutely fantastic today. And to be able to get a point, to be able to scrap it, we were dominant in the shot category. We were dominant in a lot of things, but the only thing that matters is the score at the end. But we were able to scrap a point, and that was down 2-0 early in the third. So, and Dossel stood on his head a lot today on the Anaheim side as well. So, it could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse too. And getting 7 points in the last 9 and playing 6 games in 9 days, that's a lot of hockey. And getting Shane Gostisbehere back made the power play look a lot better. And we got a power play goal after Sebastian Aho's first power play goal was disallowed. Again, I don't know what goalie interference is. If they would clarify that even better, I think it would be great. But I don't know. But the puck don't lie, because with 26 seconds left on the power play after they disallowed it because of goalie interference, we were able to score. And then the Jarvis sick move to get one past Dossel with 55 to go. That was great. So, I mean, they're still fight. They're still great. But I don't know, do we just play differently in front of Piotr? I don't know. Because we blocked a ton of shots against Vancouver for Tokarski. I don't know. But also, Piotr has let a lot of softies in. And the softest of them all being Gutierrez won in overtime. That was really bad. But, I mean, you take all the positives that you can. Eric Staal being in the Raptors forever. Putting up points, even if it doesn't look great at times. But I wish we'd stop having to chase so many games and getting off to bad starts and trying to find our game. But I would like more games like the Vancouver game. But that's hockey sometimes. You just got to keep battling through whatever you can. And I hope we can add in the goaltender with getting Freddie back soon. And maybe in trade, and maybe another guy at the top line, so you're not forcing yourself to use the Staal line a lot on the road. You use them defensively, but just have better matchups against the top guys on the road. That would be nice, but I don't know how to make it work because I'm not well versed in the players available and all that stuff. But I'm sure GM Eric Tulsky is working the phones and figuring that out. But we're still in a pretty good spot in the top 3, and Washington keeps winning. But we got more games with them, so we'll see what happens. But a pretty darn good week, but it could have been better. But again, it could have been worse too. 26, 15, and 3 are the Carolina Hurricanes. As always, let's go Canes. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Helps out a lot. Thanks, guys.